And that could be repeated for any people, the color that the West does not like. So yes, these are the very same principles just a year ago, 2 years ago, were brought forward to us in order to defend the Ukrainians. Yet today, those things do not hold. And they were the same ones used to bomb Afghanistan and Iraq and kill a million people. So you can see this hypocrisy in this war. So what is our responsibility? Because this is no longer the war in Gaza, this is a war on us.
Yeah.
How are we going to do it? This is where we bring in legal experts, lawyers. Your input is required so that we try and not only expose the hypocrisy, but very much challenge this. And that is what is required to do. The second aspect is, of course, the war that has taken place on us as British citizens. Britain has championed itself as a land of equality, fairness, and justice. All British citizens are supposed to be equal. Nobody is superior because of their color, nobody is superior because of their ideology, nobody is superior because of their background. Yet, what this war has revealed is that there's also a war on equality in Britain. Because today in Britain, as Brother Omar mentioned, that if you are to support the Palestinian movement, the justice, the equality, and freedom, and the right of self-determination, which is enshrined in international law, UN resolutions, and Article 1 of UN resolution in particular, you would be likely, just simply by flying the flag of Palestine or shouting certain slogans, to be arrested. And that's a real possibility today. If you were to use certain terms or show sympathy for the Palestinians through social media, you could be called up at your workplaces, or children in schools could be detained, or elders or senior students in universities could be expelled simply for showing that sympathy. So there's a war on us. Yet, this land of equality and fairness, in the same land, today, if you were to support Israel, then as I say, you can go to Israel, pick up a gun, kill a Palestinian, and nothing happens.
Nothing will happen.
So what are we going to do about that war that is taking place here? So this is our role. This is our responsibility. So you can see the conjoining of the war that is taking place on the people of Gaza, who are paying a very high price, beyond anything we are paying. And we hope Allah protects us and we never get there. They're paying a very high price. But that war is only possible because of the war that is taking place on us. And we need to change that. There is also war of freedom of speech and assembly. I mean, we have been calling for demonstrations for the past 25 years, and the constraints that are now taking place upon us are phenomenal. There is a possibility that we're almost hitting a cul-de-sac, that they may actually stop us. If that happens, how are we going to react? What are we going to do as a community? Are we going to buckle, or are we going to come out more in our numbers? Are we willing to take that sacrifice? Are we going to stand our ground? Because now it's about us. This shouldn't be seen about the people of Gaza. They are teaching us what we need to do, how we should do it by holding that fort. How are we going to do it? Are we going to learn from them? These are some of the things that we need to understand. Freedom of expression in media. It appears that the BBC is transparent, impartial, and objective when it covers the rest of the world, except when it covers the Palestinian issue. It seems to lose all its sense of balance. The language it uses is phenomenally biased. It can't even get itself to say Palestinians are killed. Palestinians only die. It's the Israelis who are killed. You die of old age, you die of an accident, you die of so many different ways. It never mentions that you've been killed. If you look at the terms, in Gaza you have explosions, not bombings. It's phenomenal. There's no names are missing of the Palestinians who are murdered. Yet you listen to the litany of names and birth dates and relationships of the people who passed away or died in Israel. Nothing of that in Gaza. The humanity is stripped away from it. It's our responsibility to change it. Even just recently, now, when hostages were being released by Israel and Palestine,